Yo, what is up guys? It's the Goblin and welcome back to another Fortnite Battle Royale video. In this video, we're talking about the Season 7 Week 5 challenges which have been leaked by data miners who basically go into the files, find what the challenges are going to be. We're going to talk about what they are, what you guys can expect, and also how to complete them and different stuff like that in tonight's video. If you guys could smack a like on this video, I'd very much appreciate that. Smack that like button, let's go for 1,500 likes, that would be incredible. Also subscribe to the channel if you guys are new and not already subscribed, I would very much appreciate that. So, as of usual and as of always pretty much, data miners are able to find what Epic Games has put in the files as the next week's challenges, right? And usually the challenges get leaked about a week before when the next ones are coming out, and that's sort of how it's always worked. Now, because this is just, these leaks are correct and are what are in the files, but even though these are correct, because the challenges don't come out until next Thursday, and I'm making this video on Friday night, between all that time, Epic Games could change up any of the challenges, and that could that could happen. So if when the challenges are actually released, a couple of these are changed or altered or, you know, slightly changed, that is why. This has happened many times before, and I want to put that disclaimer on the start of this video to let you guys know, but these are the correct leaked challenges. So as of always, there are 3 challenges that are for everyone, and then 4 that are for Battle Pass people only, so 7 challenges in total. We're going to talk about them, a couple of stage challenges this week, and different stuff like that. First one is going to be simply deal damage to opponent structures. Now, as of right now, I'm not sure how much damage you're going to have to deal to opponent structures, but we have had this one before, and basically it's very simple. A lot of times there's challenges in the game that are either completed like naturally by just playing the game, or there's ones that you have to sort of go out of your way and dance in front of a pole here, you know, dance under a light here, or dance in front of this building here, or something like that. You know, a lot of them are some of them are natural, you know, get assault rifle kills, get shotgun kills. That's going to happen naturally to a good or average or pretty much anyone playing the game. You're going to get kills and or eliminations, and that's going to happen, right? So this one, deal damage to opponent structures, is a pretty easy first challenge. Honestly, tips for completing this one are simply just spray down your opponent's builds. Use stuff like the Deagle, which is super good at one-shotting opponent's builds. I see so many people using the Deagle in this meta way more than before, even on console and probably everywhere they're using it, just because of its ability to one-shot walls and also hit for huge damage. That was a weapon that was sort of irrelevant a couple months ago, but now is a lot more relevant because of that. So dealing damage to opponent structures will probably just be completed naturally. Next challenge is going to be a stage challenge. Stage 1 is to dance on top of a water tower. I'm assuming this water tower is going to be the one at Retail Row, right at the back side of Retail Row where that water tower is. Probably just dance on top of it. Dance on top of a ranger tower is stage 2. I'm assuming the ranger tower is going to be the one in Lonely Lodge where there's that super duper tall tower. I'm not sure. That's just what I'm thinking by these names. Of course, we don't officially know until these come out and people complete it, so we know exactly where there are, because there's a lot of towers in this game, but a ranger tower, and then the final stage to dance on top of an air traffic control tower. I believe that one is by Frosty Flights over by the snow biome, so that should be how you're able to complete that dancing on top of challenge, which is a staged one for this one. Stage challenges have become quite popular in this game, and you can see that with that. Next challenge is going to be to eliminate an opponent from closer than 5 meters away. Now, this challenge is pretty much like very self-explanatory. I'm not sure what the idea is. Maybe to get really beginner or timid players to try to be more aggressive and get closer to enemies, because eliminating an opponent 5 meters away happens pretty much every game for a good or average player because of shotgun shots, trap kills, different stuff like that. But to do this, I would probably say, you know, trap kill or just a shotgun right up in someone's face or an SMG spray will get this job done. 5 meters is actually, you know, I guess a little closer than you might expect. But in Fortnite, you're going to be winning fights where, I mean, there's fights where you're literally in the same 1-by-1 as the enemy player, and you're just spraying down with scars and seeing who hits those shots first. So that should be another one that could be completed kind of naturally through that. Next, we go into the Battle Pass challenges. First one is going to be suppressed weapon eliminations. Now, as far as suppressed weapons in this game, I'm thinking of the Silent Scar, which would be great to use for this challenge. Also, the Silenced Pistol. Those are probably what people are going to be using. I'm guessing the Silent Scar, hopefully that will count. I mean, I don't see why it doesn't, because personally, and let me know in the comment section down below, what do you guys like better, the unsilenced Scar or the silenced one? Because in my opinion, as of right now, you know, I've always been sort of like not sure, but as of right now, I really like the unsilenced one. And if it's between a silenced and an unsilenced of the same rarity, I pretty much always will take that unsilenced Scar, just because I feel like that one's a little bit more accurate, or, you know, it also hits for more damage also. I mean, I guess technically the silenced one is supposed to be more accurate. I just feel like I do better with the unsilenced one. So let me know that in the comment section down below. But yeah, suppressed weapon eliminations, I'm assuming just doing it with a pistol or with that silenced AR would be the way to do it. Of course, it's eliminations, so it's not about damage, it's just about eliminated. Next one is going to be to search chests at Wailing Woods or Paradise Palms. This challenge is probably similar to ones we've seen in past weeks, and the idea of this challenge is what I think to get people and to get players of this game going away from the snow biome, because even though this season's been out for quite a while, that is still the #1 sort of area and the popular area to drop. Maybe it's not the #1 area, probably, you know, because there's so many other areas, but I know if the bus has any sort of a closeness to that snow biome, a lot of people love to drop Frosty Flights, go up in those plains, drop either on Happy Hamlet for loot, for Polar Peak for loot, or just anywhere around that snow biome, because people like that area. It's the newest area of the map, and that's just how it works. Same thing with Paradise. People still love Paradise to this day, but I think it's definitely slowed down a little bit in terms of popularity, just because when anything comes out, it's going to be red hot, everyone trying out. So search chests at Wailing Woods or Paradise Palms. I would personally just pick either of these. Paradise definitely has way more chests available in that region, but Wailing would probably be less popular, and it depends on the bus route. What I would do to complete this challenge the fastest is look where the bus route is and go to the one that's the farthest stretch, the farthest away from the bus. You might think, wait, why would I want to go farther or further away? That's just going to suck, you know, that's just going to be worse for me. But other people are going to think that also, and people are lazy. They like to drop on the ones close around the bus route. So if you stretch it, you're going to get a lot of more loot for that position, and loot's going to matter when it's searching chests. You need all those chests to be available. Next challenge is going to be to search between 3 giant rocks. Now, this looks like it's going to be a challenge to find a battle star. Now, as of right now, I think this one's going to be possibly around the area on top of the hill by Tomato Temple, sort of between Tomato Temple and that shipping yard, where there is that circle of rocks. But 3 giant rocks, I'm not sure if those are considered giant rocks, because those aren't giant. I've seen that's the theory that people are talking about of where that could be. However, I really don't know where this battle star is going to be, and honestly, what I would do is once these challenges are live, you can look up a video, search between 3 giant rocks, and you'll be able to find the area to figure this out. You know, it'll be all over the internet, all over Google, all over YouTube to figure that one out. And then the next challenge is a stage landing one, which I don't really know. The other stages of it haven't been leaked yet, but stage 1 is going to be to land at Polar Peak. So obviously they want to, you know, like maybe my theory around getting people to Wailing is a little bit off, because they want some people to go to Polar Peak here, but I'm guessing stage 2 and stage 3 will probably be other places around the map or something like that. So that's what these challenges are as of right now. Of course, like I said earlier, disclaimer, these challenges can be changed at any time. One time they changed one of the like search between challenges or something like that, treasure maps or search betweens, like I think it was like 2 or 3 hours before the challenges were supposed to go live, and you know, many things have happened like that before, so these are subject to change, but hopefully this will let you guys know what you can sort of expect, and the majority of these challenges should remain the same for when they are released next week. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. Smack a like on it if you guys could. I appreciate it if you guys could subscribe to the channel if you guys are new as well. I'll leave you guys with the rest of this gameplay, where I get a pretty nice victory royale. I got this gameplay from playing over on my Facebook stream, facebook.com/GreenGoblinHD, link in the description. Have a great night, and I'm out. Peace.